There is a way to minimize the risk of losing all your money betting on sports, and that is managing your bankroll. Hi, I'm Felix Riva, a professional sports bettor with 6 years of experience making money betting on sports. Proper bankroll management is crucial to ensure long-term profitability and to minimize the risk of losing all your money to almost 0%. Before we get into the strategies, let's define what bankroll management means. It refers to the process of allocating and controlling the funds you dedicate to sports betting. By implementing effective bankroll management techniques, you can safeguard your betting capital and increase your chances of sustainable success. The first step in managing your bankroll is to establish a dedicated betting budget. Take a close look at your financial situation and determine an amount of money you can comfortably afford to allocate for betting purposes. This budget should be separate from your essential expenses, ensuring that you're not risking funds that you need for other purposes. Once you've set your budget, the next step to define is your betting unit. A betting unit refers to the amount of money you're willing to risk on each individual bet. It's generally recommended to keep your bet unit between 1 to 5% of your total bankroll. This way, you can protect yourself from significant losses during a losing streak while maximizing your potential long-term growth. I personally recommend that 1 unit is 3% of your bankroll, and you should round it up or down to a close round number. For example, if your 3% is $21, I would just bet $20 until your bankroll grows for your unit to be $25. This is to avoid raising suspicion for the sportsbook that you are a professional sports bettor. Another vital aspect of bankroll management is understanding and applying proper staking plans. Staking plans help you determine the appropriate amount to wage on each bet, depending on the perceived value and confidence level. Some common staking plans include the flat betting strategy, where you wager the same amount on each bet, and the proportional betting strategy, where the stake varies based on the perceived value. If you follow the predictions of a professional tipster, they will tell you how many units you should bet on each specific bet. It can go from half a unit to 5 units. It is rare to bet more than 3 units per bet, but for specific bets where the tipster has some extra information that the bookmakers don't, it can happen. By the way, if this video is providing value to you, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out a lot. Consistency is also key when it comes to bankroll management. No matter how tempting it might be, avoid deviating from your predetermined betting unit or staking plan based on emotions or sudden impulses. Stick to your plan or the plan of the tipster you follow and maintain discipline, even during winning or losing streaks. This consistency will help you navigate the highs and the lows of sports betting and prevent impulsive decisions that can harm your bankroll. Lastly, regularly monitor and update your bankroll. Keep track of your bets, wins, losses, and overall performance. This will provide you with valuable insights to your betting patterns, strength, and areas for improvement. But the most important part to reduce the risk of losing all your bankroll to almost 0% is by updating your bankroll daily. This way, you will always be betting around 3% of your bankroll, and if you're following a winning strategy, in the long run you will make money and make your bankroll grow, and you will never get down to 0. Now, let's say you have been able to make some money, and from your initial, for example, $100 of bankroll, you have made them grow to $500. That is great news. Your strategy, or your tipster strategy, is working. Now, what you cannot do, especially if you want to make money in the long run with sports betting, is to cash out the profit and spend it. The way you can make more money than an average salary in your country betting on sports is when you have a big bankroll. Let's say that the average of the winning strategy you follow is 12 units per month. If your bankroll is $500, 3% of $500 is $15, and that would be your unit, and that times 12 would be $180 a month. That is a good amount of money to be earning by just gambling, but it's not that much money in the big scheme of things. So, what I would recommend you to do at the beginning of your sports betting journey is that you get to keep your job so you can pay for all your expenses. Then allocate a certain amount of money for it to be your initial bankroll, and don't touch that money until it generates a decent amount of money that you think, even if you take part of your winnings, it won't affect your total bankroll that much. At that point, I maybe would take some money for expenses, but always keep some of your earnings to keep growing your bankroll. This way, your earnings will always be growing too. I hardly encourage you not to take any money from your bankroll, especially at the beginning. I would say for at least 1 year. By updating your bankroll often, you have almost no risk of losing all your money. But when your bankroll is small, that risk is still there. The bigger your bankroll, the less risk of going bankrupt you will have. Also, taking money early on for expenses will affect your bankroll more. Let's say you take $100 when your bankroll is $400. That is at 25% of your bankroll, and it could take you months to get back to $400 of bankroll. I mentioned earlier how a winning strategy could be, for example, 12 units per month. But in sports betting, there's variance. And that means a winning strategy will win in the long run. But some months might be losing months. That's how this game works. So again, do not take money from your bankroll. especially during your first months. That wraps up our guide on how to manage your bankroll in sports betting. If you want to have access to the best tennis predictions, join my free predictions channel on Telegram. It's free and highly active, so I'm confident it would help you grow your bankroll. Click in the link in the description below and I'll see you there. Now, if you want to learn the 5 tips I recommend if you want to make money in the long run with sports betting, watch the video you see on the screen. I think they will help you understand that sports betting is a real way to make money if you treat it the same way a professional bettor would. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next video.